Okay, so tonight is going to be about the energies of this new moon in Capricorn, conjunct kind of the big players that have been playing out with Pluto. Well, actually, the new moon in Capricorn, but it is going into Aquarius very soon. So it's been right next to Pluto, which is why they say it's a really powerful moon, because Moon and Pluto really, really deep, subconscious, on a really deep emotional level. So Pluto will bring out all your subconscious fears. It will give rise to death and rebirth and rejuvenation within your inner world, outer world, coupled with the moon, which is the subconscious mind and the emotional body. But it's also right next to Saturn as well, and Mercury, I think. So all the big planetary players that have been involved for, since March last year, or even before that, this is what this moon is bang on right now. And the new moon is said to give you the emphasis to create something new, to give birth to something new. So these things that want to be birthed, they could have stemmed from a week or 2 weeks ago, and you've been feeling the momentum growing. And now's the time to kind of make that happen. So let me know how you've been feeling. Oh, hi guys. Hi Heather. Hi DP, Victoria, Karen. Nice to see you. So let me know how you guys are feeling. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and my energy has just been all over the place because I'm going into a Uranus return, and Uranus is all about electrical energy and high frequency. And I'm having a Uranus opposition very soon. And I can feel it a lot, but we've also got Uranus now in Taurus as well, conjunct Mars, and I can feel it. Heather's saying she's awful. She's absolutely shattered and unmotivated. Yeah, I am shattered too, but I feel like I've got lots of inner electrical energy going on, which makes me want to do something. But yeah, my energies are really scattered. So I'm going to have a look at some cards, see what they have to say about this moon. And if you have any questions or anything you're dealing with yourself and you'd like me to pull some cards, just write, a couple of words or whatever you want, and I'll look into that for you. Okay, so let's have a look, see what this moon is doing to us. So we've got the Queen of Cups with the Three of Cups with the Four of Swords. So the Queen of Cups is all about kind of being emotionally balanced and stable and feeling really happy and fulfilled and looking out upon our successes. And the Three of Cups is all about family, friends, celebration. So that's a really positive card. But then it's next to the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is about us taking a break. It's about rebalancing. So in terms of what we've just been saying, what that says to me is, that maybe that feminine aspect of us or our emotional body that's been, maybe up there or out there, needs to really take a bit of a rest and relax. This is definitely for me. Needs to lie down, to calm down the mind, to calm down the nervous system. See what some other energies tell me using different cards. Okay, so what is being healed during this moon? So I'm using soul transformation therapy cards, which are great. So this is giving us potential manifestation. So this is direct spiritual connection, balance of divine male and female aspects. Okay, so this is a potential for us to actually do a lot of healing or to harness our healing powers. The 10-1 in the Sefer Yetzirah is all about the healer, the Godhead. It's a really high frequency. So that's what we're healing. And the outcome is about appreciation and comprehension of the non-physical, inspiring others to see beyond the ordinary. So we've got the energy of the 14, 5 soul reflection. So this is where you can be a mirror for other people. Actually, this is more about being a mirror for yourself. So the 10-1 is, if we think about what is the healing in this, it's about our spiritual self. It's about our healing abilities. It's about, and we know out in the world, everything's crumbling down government-wise, which it was destined to do astrologically, the pulling down of the big power and structure, Pluto and Saturn, and that's happening. So, what is being healed is humanity, and consciousness is going to the next level because we're stepping into Aquarius energies. And this is about, they say a raising of vibration, but that's exactly what it is. It's a raising of our frequency, because we're shifting out of consciousness. So to shift out of consciousness, you raise your frequency. So this is now about people tapping into their spiritual selves, self-development, personal development, spiritual practices, that they are massively on the increase like never before. It's definitely our time now where it comes to holistic practices and spirituality. We are definitely going to be leading the way. And there'll be no more hiding in a bushel because somebody thinks it's woo-woo. It's not going to be like that. So this is, us stepping into that and probably going through our own healing journey ourselves as healers, as spiritual workers. You must always look within to do your own healing journey first, always, if you want to tread that path. So for me, I do a lot of it all the time, kind of self-reflection, self-analysis. Something is happening out there. What's that saying about me in here? I've been watching a film, Inception, and I know it's an old film. I just randomly put it on, but it's really got me thinking, because it goes into the subconscious mind through dream state. But in it, there's something called, I don't know what they call them, but they're called projections anyway. And they're these other people. So they're the other people in our reality. And the other people in the dream, the projections, can turn on the actors, Leonardo DiCaprio. But it's part of his subconscious mind. So it's a subconscious mind attacking itself, is a phrase that he said, and totally resonated with me, because it made me think, well, how does that actually show up in reality? How does our own subconscious mind, suppressed memories, internal beliefs, attack us in our day-to-day life when we form our perceptions of reality and truth based on what we think we're seeing? People don't like me, people leave me, blah, 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 blah. All of that in your kind of day-to-day, when you're looking out into the world, what are you seeing back? Because what you see or perceive you're seeing back is basically a projection of your own subconscious mind. So that got me really thinking about how I'm viewing my own life at the minute and what needs to change in my subconscious mind. So it's really deep stuff that you can go through to process and help you on your own journey. The soul reflection is about mirroring back. So let life mirror back to you your internal world and what's really going on in your subconscious mind to do the healing work. And then let's see what will be transformed as a result. Ooh, fertility and abundance, great. Sharing and radiating love, abundance, and information. So that will give us the ability to really go out there, take our message out there, to influence the masses, if that's what you want to do, influence your community, to radiate abundance. It's also the card of making money, so it's the 4 energy. And this is about duplicating what we know, duplicating our knowledge and gifts to the world. Yeah, of course you can, Heather. Okay, so the card I've got for you is the 5 of Cups. So you know that's about emotional regrets and emotional losses. Okay, so that could be what's happening for you. So let me just see. Hi, Jane. Okay, so then you've got the 10 of Wands. So you're obviously feeling burdened over, have a big responsibility about something too. So it's about juggling. Maybe it's about prioritizing what's right for you. Think about, you know, what it is that you're trying to create and manifest. And instead of having 10 things on your plate, maybe make it 2. But this is definitely about you making sure that you are playing with the right things in your life. So this is about manifesting the right things, juggling the right things, creating the right things, and hopefully you know what they are. So Jane, would you like a card? Lucy says this new moon's making them feel so sleepy, lots of dreams too. Yeah. Okay, so Jane, so this says that you're in a nice position at the minute. So that's a really lovely card to have. 7 of Pentacles. You know, you're happy, you're creating something, you're doing something, and you know, you're happy with it. The King of Wands, I mean, this could relate to your work as well, the 7 of Pentacles. You've got the King of Wands, and that can represent a person in your life, but somebody who's an authoritarian figure. Maybe he's got a lot of power, a lot of, you know, control, a lot of fire in the belly. Could represent you, or it could just represent somebody in your life who mimics that energy. And I've got that there's some heartbreak around it. So whatever's, maybe this is a guy, but there's some sadness around something that's gone on, or it's not turned out the way that you want it to. Does that resonate with you? This is saying that there is hope, because the King of Pentacles, so it could be around money. The King of Pentacles Knight of Pentacles will come in and help you find a solution to something that has maybe not worked out in your favor. So I hope that resonates. Lucy. Okay, so Lucy, you get the 7 of Cups. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I just flipped myself. Okay, so Lucy, you've got the 7 of Cups. So that's a nice emotional card to have. You know, it's about balance, and you've got all the elements there, which gives you a nice inner balance, really. You've got the Ace of Wands, which I sense feels that you have an idea that you want to get off the ground, you want to start something, you feel maybe this desire within you to, or a new opportunity comes to you, and it is about making money. The Four of Pentacles might want to save, so maybe saying to you, think about it financially, how it's going to work for you. Do you need to save? Do you need to conserve what you have? Do you need to be mindful of what you have? But there's definitely something in you that wants to kind of break free. But just think about it with just balance. Think about it with balance. So DP. Okay. So you've got the Six of Wands, so that's you kind of celebrating something. So that's a happy, victorious card. Then you've got the Page of Cups. So this, it could be a young person in your life, it could be a son or a young person. Or it could be something new that you've started, like a new emotional chapter in your life that's giving you the opportunity to move away from a situation, to take you forward into a different direction. So you've got quite a nice balance of cards with fire, water, and air. So let me just try and tune in to see. It could even say that you're walking away and starting something new. Maybe it was a new job that it was a job that you had that you're leaving behind and going on to something else. Maybe you felt quite successful in this job, but now it's time to move on and forge a different path for yourself. But you're moving away from something and you're moving towards something else, whatever that is. But it's definitely of the mind, it's thoughts that you have. Maybe it's a new way of thinking that you're moving towards, a different mindset even. Hi, Teresa. For you a card. Okay. So for you, Teresa, I've got the 10 of Wands. So again, that's about a burden, responsibility. It's you feeling overwhelmed possibly, or something's like really hard work. Now, it could be that somebody comes into your life, or if it's about business, somebody comes into your business and helps you get started. Helps you create that fire. Now, it's either you with the fire and passion and motivation, or it's somebody that's coming in to help you or is in your business to help you, but is very kind of dynamic, because it will pay off. If it's not you or a new idea or a new person for you to work with, it might be you just feeling different, that you've been burdened and now you kind of have the knowledge to know exactly what you're going to do, but that is going to work out for you financially. Maybe it's just you, if that Queen of Wands energy is you, Teresa. It's just saying that this might be the unfoldment of you, creating money in your business, and you start. Oh, good, good, good. She says it's been a hard slog, but she's just starting to get there. Good. So if you didn't hear the first bit of the video, just watch it back again and just see, because of the card energies that came out surrounding this moon, what gift it's bringing to us all on a collective, about the inner healing, about looking at your own subconscious. And I gave kind of a metaphor of how to do it, and what the gift of this will be, which is fertility and abundance, which is about being able to share your message loud and clear with the masses. So let's just see the archetype card. So let's just see what this archetype is playing out. Oh, lovely. So the archetype that we can embody or is living through us, wherever you want to feel into this for this moon, is the pioneer. So this is a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Shadow attribute, geez, I can totally relate to this shadow attribute. Compulsive need to keep moving on. I totally feel that. And that's probably, it's not healthy. So if you were to tap into the pioneer, the light attribute, which is a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before, that's totally an Aquarian and Uranian and Mars, which is what's happening, energy right there. It's pioneering. It's somebody who is not conventional, doesn't particularly follow, what's been worked before, finds and forges their own way. Is a catalyst, really, and can harness down those intuitive ideas. So we all have the opportunity to tap into that pioneer. So you have to ask yourself, because who knows where we're heading? Because I was thinking about it today. The school system, is it ever going to be the same again? Possibly not. Universities, are they ever going to be the same again? Money, is it going to be, is it changing? All of those major structures that have been a real fundamental part of our fabric and our makeup, they're all kind of dissolving on some level to create a new life for us all that we will all have to get used to. So now isn't the time to be hanging on to old ways of doing things. Now is totally the time for you to step out of your shell, step out of your box. And the best way to do it is to work on yourself. And while you're working on yourself, you can still speak to your community or your audience or your clients and tell them that you're working on yourself, like I do. When I jump on here, hopefully I don't come across as some kind of perfect person. You kind of try and be as truthful as I can, because if I find something that works for me through my own healing, I'll try and share it with you. So maybe it helps you if you try it too. So with the metaphor of that film, Inception, which I'll finish tonight, where he says about your subconscious mind attacks you, it made me totally have a light bulb moment about a certain area of my life. And then I thought, hang on, it's not just a certain area of my life. It's all of my life. I'm, seeing it this way. You don't just see things and have beliefs in that area of your life and not in that area of life. It shapes your whole life. So if you ask yourself, where might your subconscious mind be attacking you? Do you get what I mean by that? Does that make sense? If not, I'll try and explain it a bit more. But if you think about and ask yourself, where might my subconscious mind, because of all the beliefs, because of all the experiences, where might that be attacking me? Meaning, falsifying the truth from me, where might that be sabotaging me? Oh, it does make sense. Oh, thank God. Good. So, yeah, so think about it, because if you want to change your life, this is how you have to do it. You have to rewire your brain. So, for instance, without going into major detail, because I don't want to expose every thought, feeling area of my life that I have. Yes, feelings of safety. Yes. So when I've talked about before about what I've noticed about my biggest thing that I've had to kind of, I'm always working on trying to overcome is the relationship thing where I feel like, kind of keep myself safe type of thing. I'll stay in the safe zone over here. But what I've noticed now since watching this film and having that light bulb moment is I'm thinking, what is it really that I kind of say, what's my inner talk around that, and how is that now? How I'm feeling about this situation, which is not about intimate relationships or anything, it's another area of my life. Why am I experiencing this? And is this that I'm experiencing a continual pattern of thoughts and feelings? Or is it just very in the moment subjective to this particular experience? And I have to say, it's a pattern. It's a pattern that I've noticed, and I'm bringing that pattern, that inner script, into this area of my life because all areas of life, feed into each other. So this area of my life that I'm noticing these feelings and inner scripts with, they happen all the time with every area of my life. So for me to change it, I have to be aware of how my subconscious mind is attacking me, albeit trying to keep me safe, but attacking me and making me respond and react to these people involved in this event. Does that make sense at all? Oh, Jane says, I'm learning that the things you taught me years ago about myself have changed the way I look at things now. Relates to the cards. I normally would have been so depressed dealing with lockdown. It's the stuff I used to have nightmares about, but I'm actually coping better than most. Good. And Jane, if you ever want to talk or jump on a Zoom or anything like that, then message me and we can have a virtual coffee or a gin. Or if you want to do some coaching, I've got loads of girls on courses that would happily jump on a call with you. So Lucy says feelings of safety. Yeah, so think about how, your subconscious mind, because, they do say, and I have to, I believe it, we live in a holographic universe and all these people, it's just a theory, but all the people that we do see is a projection and they're not, that it's a bit, it can head bend you, but they say, oh, they're not real, they are just a hologram. So what if they were, and they were all projections of our subconscious beliefs? How would we want to change it? Because if you think about how you feel in the world, that could be a projection of your subconscious mind, let's just say attacking you for the sake of this metaphor. And you can change that. So as hard as it is, it's doable. So think about how you can work on that for yourselves. The way I'm doing it now is I've been seeing something, I'm feeling disappointed, I'm frustrated, and it's not, it just can't, it's never right, it's just dissatisfying, or or it's just, I just can't be fulfilled type of thing. I don't know, I can't even explain how I feel about it, but that's how I feel in a relationship. Poor guy, it's not enough, or whatever it is that I feel. And that's the pattern, so this is in me. It's not in them out there. It's not in the characters particularly. It's in me. And if I change that program, that patterning, that belief system around by first of all identifying it and then asking, well, how do I want to feel? Well, I want to feel excited, satisfied, content, realistic, as well. Then I can change the way I view it. For instance, external event. I've been telling myself it's frustrating, nobody gets it, it's not, blah, 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 blah. When actually the reality of it is, it's actually okay. It's actually good, Anne-Marie, it's actually good. So appreciate what it is, see it from a different perspective and be grateful, find those emotions in it. Stop looking at it that way, because that's always going to be feeding back to me. And I've got the problem that I will sabotage the whole thing, which is quite often what I do in a relationship. Bang, it's done. You're not enough. You can't fulfill my expectations. Done. Go. Lucy says, makes sense. Our reality is a mirror of our thoughts. It is a mirror of your thoughts, and you have to be so mindful of your thoughts. Obviously, you're not mindful of all of them, but when it comes to your life and your future, no problem, Teresa, take care. When it comes to your life and your future, as me, you might have a self-destructive behavior that self-sabotages itself to keep yourself safe. So, I'm kind of getting a bit more aware of that, and how that can not be a good thing in my life. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Any questions, I can pick them up on here. If not, I will see you all soon. Take care for now.